Last year, DevCo produced a study on uptake of learning from strategic evaluations. Capacity for Dev spoke with several colleagues from EU institutions and evaluation experts to see how they think uptake can be enhanced, starting with management support for an evaluation culture.
We, as DevCo as a whole, we need to make a true commitment to the uptake.
Myself, I would hope that we more systematically quote evaluations in major policy speeches. I think that would enrich enormously. I mean, just think of a commissioner generally advocating budget support, but then he would specifically zoom into 2 or 3 core issues emanating, say, from the recent evaluations we would have had on Mozambique, or the recent exercise done by combining a discussion on budget support.
It's a question first and foremost of putting evaluations high at the center even of the culture of the house.
We do a lot of evaluations, a lot of ROM, a lot of strategic, this and that. And I think maybe it would be better to do less, but to have a better uptake on them. We think evaluations are very important, and we haven't done enough work on it. We haven't done enough work on it in the unit, in the directorate, and in DevCo itself. Why? I think learning from doing and learning from the experience is key.
The need to ensure ownership by all stakeholders from the evaluation. And that implies starting to talk about evaluation at the very early stage of the process, even at the design stage of any development activity.
We found examples where evaluations are commissioned without necessarily having the urgency and without having a clear target group, a clear group of clients who say, I need this. So there, if you are not careful with this, you can already lose clients who will later maybe not take up the knowledge gathered by these evaluations.
The way we are working in DevCo, everything has to be in procedure. So we just need to find a firmer procedure on evaluation uptake.
The factor is the timing.
The timing. Very often when our clients consider that an evaluation has been of little use, I think the main criticism, they say, well, it didn't come at the right moment.
At the end of the process, you tend to end up now with a report of many pages, many annexes. So all this is not very conducive for uptake.
We have different modules and types of evaluations. More custom-made coming in is important. So that if a new theme props up, security in Latin America, for instance, and we think we would need an evaluation showing what is currently done, that it would not necessarily take the rather long gestation period we have in thorough evaluations, but that we would have a type of product also where quite quickly we can zoom on a subject, amalgamate sort of main issues, main findings and main facts, and make them available in due time for the programming process.
If you see the factors that can kill the uptake of evaluation, lack of ownership, demand, timing, these kind of things, inevitably somewhere the solutions must also be found in that logic.
Here are some concrete suggestions for enhancing uptake.
An idea could be to produce a very short, high-level summary with the key points of the evaluation.
Identify the key messages of the evaluation and whom they are for.
Prepare concise examples of key issues for your manager, senior manager.
Table relevant points arising from the evaluation in internal and external decision-making processes.
Share as widely as possible the key messages of the evaluation. And for that, it's quite useful to use the different media that are available, and use also your own network through social media, for example, but also using the classic media, and why not producing an article